Hi guys, you're welcome to God Academy. In this lesson, I'll be taking you through the type 3 of mathematical induction problems, particularly inequality problems. The problem here is that prove that the statement 3 to the power n is always greater than or equal to 2n plus 1 for n greater than or equal to 1. For you to solve this problem, let's represent this whole statement by p of n is 3 to the power n greater than or equal to 2n plus 1. The condition here is for every n greater than or equal to 1. As usual, our first step is the base step. So with the base step, we prove for the base case. But check something. Now the base case is saying that it should work for every n that is greater than or equal to 1, right? So meaning we can use 1 or anything more than 1, right? So proving for n is equal to 1, what do we get? On our left hand side, I get 3 to the power 1 greater than or equal to 2 multiplying 1, right, plus 1. This gives me 3 greater than or equal to 3 plus what? Sorry, 2 plus 1, which is 3 is greater than or equal to 3, and that is perfectly true. If we went ahead to test for n equals 2, we realize that we get 3 to the power 2 greater than or equal to 2 multiplying 2 plus 1. And this will give us 9 greater than or equal to 5, right? And that means base case is true. So if base case is true, then what do? We move to the induction hypothesis. For our induction hypothesis, what you're going to say is that assuming that the statement P of n is true for n is equal to k. So for n equals k, we're going to have our statement being true. Therefore, 3 to the power k greater than or equal to 2 multiplying k plus 1 for k greater than or equal to 1. So this statement here is true, right? So this statement here is true. So at this point, we are moving to the induction step. Induction step. So with the induction step, we are going to prove for n equals k plus 1, right? So with that, I'll prove for, so proving for n is equal to k plus 1. So how do you prove for n equals k plus 1? You know that the statement p of k plus 1, which is mapping to 3 to the power k plus 1, is greater than or equal to 2 multiplying k plus 1 plus 1, right? For now, for the 4 k plus 1 equals n equals k plus 1 is really not necessary here. We can put down that condition, okay? So we are to test that this statement here, 3 to the power k plus 1, is always greater than or equal to 2 multiplying k plus 1 plus 1. That is what you have to prove for this whole statement to be true. But before then, we have an assumption here where this assumption is always true. Okay, so always true. So now the assumption is saying that 3 to the power k is always greater than or equal to 2k plus 1. That one we've all accepted. Now, how do we show that 3 to the power k plus 1 will be greater than 2 multiplying k plus 1 plus 1? So let me simplify. If I have 3 to the power k plus 1, I can say it's the same as 3 multiplying 3 to the power k by indices. This gives me 2k plus 2 plus 1, right? So I'll have 3 multiplying 3 to the power k greater than or equal to 2k plus 3, right? So for 2k plus 3, then you realize that at this point, how do we show that multiplying 3 times 3 to the power k is greater than this? These are kk. So I can't explicitly say that the left hand side is greater. You have to break it down to tell a class 6 or a class 5 child that this on my left hand is bigger than this on my right hand. Okay, how do we do that? Base case is here, so what I can do is, since I have 3 to the power k, I have 3 to the power k, why don't I multiply 3 by my base case? Okay, so multiplying 3 by my base case, multiplying 3 by assumption. So that's the assumption. Okay, multiplying 3 by um hypothesis. So one thing I will let you know here is, in when you are doing mathematical induction for inequality, it doesn't really have a formula. It's about you able to prove what you are doing. Okay, so multiplying 3 by my assumption should also help me. 3 multiplying 3 to the power k greater than or equal to, here I'll have 3 multiplying 2k plus 1, right? But remember, this is true. Whatever adjustment I do to my assumption on both sides still remains true. So I'll have 3 multiplying 3 to the power k is greater than or equal to 6k plus 3. For this thing is true. For that one, it's perfectly true. We can't do anything about it. It's true because we've assumed it here. Now, how do I compare this to this? I have to be able to compare this to this and see which one is bigger. Okay, the actual goal primarily, we want to show that the left hand side, which I have here, right, is greater than or equal to my right hand side, but it should make sense. But since our base case here, okay, check something, the base case here is true, and we know that it's greater than 6k plus 3. So this term that we have here is the same thing that we have here. It's not different. It's the same. So if this is greater than this, which is 6k plus 3, then obviously it will be bigger than 2k plus 3. I don't know if it makes sense. So the easiest way is we can decompose this further and say that 3 multiplying 3 to the power k is greater than or equal to 2k plus 4k plus 3. Now you can realize that we have the 2k here, we have the 3 here. There is still extra 4k, making this side. So now you can see that this 6k plus 3 is bigger than this. And you know that this expression is also bigger than this. Therefore, this will be bigger than this. So as simple as that. We're going to have, so this is what I'm trying to say. 3 from the assumption, 3 multiplying 3 to the power k is greater than 6k plus 3. Then it means that, and you know that 6k plus 3 is also greater than 2k plus 3. Then we can say by transitivity law that 3 multiplying 3 to the power k is also greater than 2k plus 3. As simple as that. Hence, our statement has been proved for all natural numbers greater than or equal to 1. Thank you for being with me in this video. See you in the next lesson.